Hey everybody, welcome back. This is part 2 of my skin videos. Probably the last part because I don't have much else to say about my skin. But I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine. It's nothing extravagant, and here's a disclaimer. I'm not a makeup guru, so if I do anything wrong, I'm going to need y'all in the comments talking about, "Ooh girl, that looked crazy," or "Ooh girl, you should have did this before this." Okay, it doesn't matter. This is my everyday normal makeup routine. It's pretty neutral. I will spice it up with a lippy if I want to any given day. But today, for the purposes of this video and just keeping it simple because it's summer and it's a beautiful off day, I thought I'd share with you guys how I do my makeup. Yay! So let's get started. So normally what I first do are eyebrows. So let me zoom in. Okay, so normally since I work on eyebrows first, I use any type of pencil to fill in my eyebrows. What I have today is this like Maybelline pencil, and they're both by Maybelline. So this is like the Maybelline actual brow, their eyebrow, whatever. Definer brow, that's what it's called, definer brow. This is the definer brow, like a dark brown. And then I also have their what is this called, master shape in deep brown. So what I use, I like the master shape because it has a spoolie on the end. So I take the spoolie and I just brush up these brows because sometimes they be looking crazy. And my eyebrows are like 2 different shapes. I don't know. I do my eyebrows on my own. I just trim and tweeze them. I don't really go and get them threaded or waxed anymore because I don't see the point. So, what I normally do is I take the definer brow and I kind of just go along the bottom and pretty much outline my own brow. And then I fill it in only at the top because I like it to be pretty, what's it called? I don't like it super sharp at the beginning of my eyebrow. So I use definer brow at the top and then do the other side, go all the way down, and then I fill that in. So as you can see, my eyebrows is looking different already. So yeah, I just use that on the front of my eyebrow. And then what I normally do is I take the master shape, and it's normally sharp, okay? And I fill in the rest of my brow. So I like to kind of make sure that the tail of my eyebrow is defined, because that's normally where I have like gaps and it's pretty sparse. So I just fill it in. I don't do anything special as far as like outlining it too much. When I'm done, my eyebrows pretty much look the same. They just look a little bit more filled in. I mean, I'm not really into the whole, we're gonna use this powder and then we're gonna use this dip brow and then we're gonna use this cream gel and then we're gonna use this. I just use 2 products, that's it. So that's my eyebrows. If I'm feeling fancy, which I think today I am, I'm gonna use concealer to clean them up because they look okay, but they could look better. So, okay, so because I have large pores and acne prone skin, usually what I do next is I prime my face. And what I use it for a primer is nothing fancy. It is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I like it. I usually just use it on my nose and like this area. T-zone mostly because that's where my pores are the largest and that's where I get the oiliest. So I use probably like that much. That's it. I probably think that's too much, but use a little bit of that. I just dab it. around the areas where I know my pores are the most noticeable. I'm gonna go ahead and rub that in, especially if I'm gonna be using concealer in those areas. I want that part to be as smooth as possible. So that's that. For concealer, I use NYX. I use the basics. I don't know, that's gonna be Beauty Supply. NYX concealer, and I believe the color is what? Nutmeg. It was the darkest they had, and the one I thought made sense for my skin. So since I've already done and filled in my eyebrows, that's a little stray. Since I've already filled in my eyebrows, what I normally do next is get close to y'all. Okay, what I normally do next is just make sure there are no stray hairs down here. Continue to just comb and shape my eyebrows. Okay. I take my concealer brush, and I told you I'm not a makeup guru, so I don't know, but these are just eco tools. I got them from Walmart. So yeah, take my concealer brush, dip it in here, and I pretty much go underneath the direct shape of my eyebrow. I don't come up any or do anything fancy. I just come underneath and do a minimal line, nothing fancy. And then I also go above a little bit because I do have hair that I don't tweeze. It's like on my forehead that I guess is part of my eyebrow. I don't know. And I do the same on this side. Pretty much just get my eyebrows good. Come above. And that's that. So then I take the brush and just any excess, I put it in the middle to cover up any blemishes. And so I already look like I have war paint on. So I'm gonna come out some and show you guys how I get this. So I pretty much come down the middle to sharpen my nose a little bit. I don't know why I started doing that or when I started doing it, but yeah. This is just my everyday makeup routine. Take the concealer and go under my eyes some because my eyes happen to be just a tad dark under there. And then I cover up any blemishes with just a few dabs of this concealer. My chin is my problem area. And so because, like I said, I'm not a makeup guru. Do I look like I'm about to go to war? I take my precious little ring finger. That's what I learned from some of you YouTube makeup gurus. I take my precious little ring fingers and I blend. I kind of just dab at it. So yeah, I just blend it in, especially under my eye, because what? That's the most sensitive area. So I use my ring finger to blend it all in. Even my nose, I just kind of pat it in a little bit of a scrubbing motion. And my eyebrows. So as you can see, I look a little bit brighter. And that's what I like for it, just to hit for the concealer. It underneath my foundation, I kind of feel like it brightens up my skin a little bit. The only thing I have a problem with this concealer is that it has a very golden, like yellow undertone. And my skin, I don't know. You guys tell me, do I have a red or yellow undertone? I'm sure I have a yellow undertone. Yeah, oh, never mind. I have a yellow undertone, so I guess the concealer makes sense. That's So that's pretty much what I do. And this is how my face is starting to look. It's starting to come together. Yes. So as you can see, the main purpose I bought that concealer was for my eyebrows initially, but then I just started to go all over my face. But my eyebrows look pretty defined. And so for my foundation, I use one thing, and I only use powder. And I use Bare Minerals Matte, and my color is Warm Deep. That's upside down. Warm Deep. And this is what I use. So I do the basic infomercial thing. I put it in the cap. Oh, how did that open? Put it in the cap, and I swirl, tap, and I just start to buff it in. And buffing pretty much helps to blend all that concealer that I put on. And I love Bare Minerals, honestly, because one, it's the only makeup I've been using since I started wearing makeup, and it hasn't broken my face out. The only time I'll start to, you know, break out is if I'm lazy and I don't clean my brushes as often as I'm supposed to. But yeah, I basically blend, and I put this powder everywhere. Blend in under my eye, my nose, and I blend in the concealer from my eyebrows. I'm starting to look like an Instagram picture, right? Oh man. So yeah, I just continue to blend. And so as you can see, I only put the brush in there like twice. I have a bunch of powder left in here. I really don't use a lot. I don't really see the point, because I like my makeup, like I said, to look as natural as possible. I look pretty neutral. So yeah, I just blend. I do come down onto my neck and the bottom of my chin a little bit, but I just kind of blend in this motion until I get bored. There's no like particular look I'm going for, as long as the concealer is not like popping. And so each time I do this, I pretty much brush my eyebrows, because some makeup might have gotten on my eyebrows and made them look kind of powdery. For my everyday eyeshadow, I'll come back to y'all. For my everyday eyeshadow, I use two palettes, and I don't have like BH Cosmetics or NARS or all that. I don't have all that fancy stuff. I just have Maybelline. I have two of their palettes. One is Designer Chocolates and the other one is Gold Lights. So what I use from the Designer Chocolates is I use this dark brown color as a base, and I use this as an eyebrow highlight. Sometimes I use this in my inner corners, but today I'm not. Usually I go for the gold look that you guys are used to. So yeah, this is for my base eyebrows. So I take another Eco Tools brush that I got from Walmart, the eyeshadow brush. No fancy way I pick up my eyeshadow, but I just brush it on the bottom of my lid, or all over my lid, I don't know. And I try to blend it in. Not really sure if it makes a difference since I'm brown skin, but it's just something I'm used to doing. So I brush it on my entire lid, and then I take the eyebrow highlight that I have in that palette, and I brush it under the arch or whatever, the highest point of my eyebrow, and kind of blend it down into the dark brown, so that I'm not looking like a clown or like I'm going to a cabaret show or whatever. I try to blend it down. I don't really worry about like out here, you know, I just use my fingers. But yeah, I blend it down. As you can see, like this is where my eye bone is, so I really don't bring eyeshadow past here. So when I blend it down, I kind of stop right there. So that's what my eyes are starting to look like. And then from the Gold Lights, or yes, from the Gold Lights palette. All these golds are super bright. The only one I like is the bottom one. That would be like an all over lid, because it's like a rose gold color. Like this is like rose gold. This is like gold. This is like bright as gold. This is like, I don't know. But this is like a rose gold. And so I use that on my inner tear ducts. And so I take it on the same brush and I kind of just do one of these motions and blend up. Get some more. This is really hard doing makeup in this small screen. I don't see how makeup gurus do it. Oh Lord. This is probably the first and last time y'all see this. But yeah, so that's all I use. I try not to go overboard, but sometimes I'm feeling fancy. So I put a little bit more on the bottom, but that's about it for my eyeshadow look. You like? Looks pretty simple. I mean, nothing's over the board. For my blush, I do use blush. I just dropped it in my cookies. Okay. I use a brush and it's by NYX and it's called Copper. And it's pretty much a, I use it as an illuminator. What I do is I take this blush brush. Again, Eco Tools from Walmart. I'm telling you, I get it. Walmart has pretty good brushes. Eco Tools, I'm assuring it's, sure it's, you know, good for the environment or whatever, made out of recyclable materials. But I just take it and I blend and I take it up. I try not to use too much because I will look like my whole entire face is gold. I'm already a chocolate brown. So I just take some of the Copper, put it there, highlight the bridge of my nose. Sometimes I highlight the arch of my eyebrows and my chin. And that's about it. The last part is simple and it's something that we all know how to do, and that is mascara. I use Revlon Lash Potion, and that's about it. Put on some chapstick, make sure I'm not looking crazy or crusty. And usually this chapstick will be the same base for any other look or lip color that I'm doing. But yeah, everyday makeup. Does that look that much different? I think to me, makeup enhances. So I just use makeup to enhance my beauty. And that's look like an entirely different person. So yeah, that's about it. Part 2 for my skin video series. Not much else I can show you guys. I don't contour. I have naturally high cheekbones, so I don't really contour. My nose, I'm okay with my nose shape. The concealer I put down the middle is the only thing I do as far as contouring. Can't really see any of my scars or blemishes. I really just, you know, try to cover up anything. As you can see, my eyebrows are still 2 different shapes. Look at this arch, and then look at this. Either way, thank you guys for watching my video. I still really appreciate the support. I hope to see you guys tune in for another video, and don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.